Rothschild family, which means I've got money.
And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're live.
Just saying that, like, oh wait, I probably shouldn't say that on Twitch.
I don't know where that was going to go, but anyway, welcome to Nightmares Incarnate, Conspiracy of Demons. I am joined as always by my lovely players. Unfortunately, Joshua could not make it tonight. He is moving house, so it is what it is. I know this is a bit different from our normal time, and this is not on the schedule. However, we are going to stream tonight anyway. It's going to be a bit of a shorter stream. But we're gonna do some things. We're gonna see the consequences of people's idiotic actions that they may have taken in the previous episode. Gilrock.
Killing your favorite little boy or something.
No, not necessarily just that. You do have to remember what we did right before the session ended.
I called a girl ugly and she died, but it's fine, okay?
Mm-hmm. I'm not. I mean, there are going to be consequences for killing Kakarot, but I'm not doing that vindictively, even if I want to, secretly.
For sure.
Anyway.
You are a god of the universe. Like, let's be real. Come on.
He's gonna red wedding us.
Yeah. I the gods. Just stabbed Mina 38 times.
Kakarot. Oh my god, that would be fucking stupid. I don't even like that. I mean, it was better in the books. The show kind of sucked for it. Anyway.
It was still a cool scene though, where they were just like the Lannisters send their regards and they just killed everyone. That was pretty dope. That could be cool to do in like an evil campaign.
Anyway, cameras will be back next week. I'm just not on camera this week because my eyes are not looking so good. I am a bit tired, but that is what it is. We're going to start off with Big Brother talking to Little Sister about the fact that he is a homicidal individual who killed multiple people in an entire village. And action.
Did almost just try to kill his friend.
I thought he said homosexual individual at first. I was like, huh? But yeah, no, but like the last time it ended off with Gilrock and Damp fleeing and me going back to Olivia and being like, yeah, so
Olivia?
Not Olivia, whoops.
That's my owl, thank you very much.
You coming on to Jai's owl?
No comment.
Don't, bad.
Octavia, my bad. Yeah, sorry, it's early. It's early. I haven't really woken up yet.
So you fuck birds.
We're done with this anyway.
Oh yeah, hello. By the way, my name's Jai. As usual, I'm playing Damp Moss. Welcome to the three of us having got up early for once.
And it's still 10:30 for me and Casper, and it's 9:30 for you. Jesus Christ!
How the turns have tabled, I guess.
Yeah, the turns have tabled.
Action. What are you gonna say to your sister after you just tried to murder your friend? Well, not murder, but incapacitate.
You didn't see it because I subtle spelled it.
Oh, fair enough.
It wasn't just because I was like, fuck you, and then just cast it at him. Yeah, I look back at Octavia, and I just my eyes kind of just like, they look really tired all of a sudden, as if like all of the stuff that we've just been doing the last couple of weeks has just kind of hit me all at once. And I just kind of lean against the wall.
Oh,
I'm not.
What? Sorry,
go
ahead.
I don't know what it is that you want from me. I died, and I came back, and I'd like to say I'm different now.
You're not making any sense, but anyway, you're clearly almost on the verge of fainting. We need to get you some water, he says, propping you up a bit off the wall.
Just roll my eyes. I'm just tired. It's fine. I'm not about to pass out.
Mm-hmm.
I need to turn this music down. It's like deafening everything. Jesus Christ. I. What do you mean I'm not making it? Have I? Oh wait, I haven't told you this, have I?
No, but come on, we're gonna go. I think that there's enough seriousness for today. We should go and try to catch up a bit more normally, and then we can come back to this later. You need to get some rest.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. And I'm just gonna start like hobbling towards, like, I don't know, what direction does she want to go in?
Towards her husband.
Okay, I'll hobble in that direction.
Hobble, hobble, hobble.
Hobble, hobble, hobble.
We cut over to two idiots who just did something stupid.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Where's the Looney Tunes music?
I'm just still attached to your back.
Yeah, I picked you up. Okay, so we've ran, and then I'm gonna turn and be like, oh wait, shit. Did we just go for my little vampirism situation, or did we go for your foot as well? Looks down at your
We
stump.
only went for the... Well, I am still missing the foot, but I don't think we were going to the medical room for that, were we?
Maybe we should have. I don't know.
Who were we looking for, remind me? Who?
We just need to find a high-level cleric who might know regenerate or something. Akarsi, would you know
Glancing
any
around.
Yeah. Akarsi, is your... I'm gonna turn to Akarsi and be like, Akarsi! Hey!
Hello.
Is your father nearby?
He is currently in the spa. Why are you carrying him like that? His tail flicks a bit as he looks around.
He's missing a
stretch
foot.
both my legs out to show.
I know he's missing a foot, but he was walking earlier.
Yeah, but you know, it's if you need to move around like quickly, I guess. So I'm carrying him for now.
Why would you need to go around quickly?
I mean, people do keep trying to kill us like everywhere. So
That is true, and I'm not sure. I don't believe that missing limbs affects my animal shapes, but I do like being able to stand on my own.
Who would dare to attack you in a place like this? You're in broad daylight, surrounded by one of the holiest dragons who'd ever exist, and some of the most powerful individuals in the country.
Demon Lord.
Well, we were told this last time, and then the main hall was attacked, so don't be alarmed if I do take that with a grain of salt.
Demon Lord. Just matter of fact, like just says very matter of factly. Pretty sure they could do something. They do have a tendency of just showing up.
Amavaline opens one of his yellow eyes. The crocodilian-like mouth slowly parting to reveal his teeth as he yawns and stares at you, Gilrock, extending out his neck, laying the head by your ankles. In your mind, you hear, "You think I cannot best a demon lord in combat?"
Maybe one. I don't know how if you could do like 2 or 3 at the same time.
Is that how you respond to this?
Hey, I know the motherfuckers are vain, but I don't think this dude is vain enough to be like, yeah, sure, I could take 3 demon lords at the same time. No problem. And
I'm
again,
just glancing back and forth.
I didn't
I can't hear what's
pay
going on.
I didn't pay attention to religion school.
God damn it! That can't be your crutch every time.
Yeah, no, it can't be. There's basic common sense as well.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
Roll me a dexterity save.
I'm not speaking
At
not
disadvantage
truth.
because you're carrying me.
No, I'll drop you if I feel like I need to.
You know what? That's fair.
18.
You do not make it as a tail comes swinging around from behind you and trips you over your ankles, whereas damp moss is gently laid on the ground by telekinesis.
Whoa. Oh, thank you.
Ow.
It suggests you learn how to choose your words more carefully.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
If I was a dragon of the wrong temperament, you could have just been roasted. Consider it a privilege that you are in the presence of a magnanimous being, rather than one of greed.
We can bow.
Akarsi kind of draws his hoofs against the ground, kind of watching curiously.
Well, anyways, Akarsi, if not your dad, is there anyone else that you reckon could fix him up, or?
Well, I was going to do something for him, but luckily for you, I think the man you seek is approaching. He gestures with his black-tipped horns, which jut from the ivory bases, pointing the ram-like shape towards his father, who is emerging. A rotund male tiefling, massive in frame, with a huge billowing cloak, white beard, and sharp-pointed horns, a thick tail, comes waddling out of the bathhouses with a towel around his neck and dampened hair. His face is wizened with many years, almost archaic at this point, like dunes rolling across the desert. There are a great many lines which run through it. What does he say?
Sorry. I mean, no one's addressed him yet, so right now he's just going for a little walk, you know.
From cross-legged on the ground, I just start like waving my hand in the air like a student trying to get attention.
Yeah. His passive perception is 14, so I'm gonna see if he notices. As he's just going on a little walk. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think he would notice that, you know, there's everyone's in the courtyard kind of talking.
But I mean, he not necessarily that he would single out the single
Yes.
drow elf giving him a wave with everyone else around.
Yeah.
Right. But he got 19, so he sees our resident fuckboy. Goes over. Yes.
Father, he needs a regeneration. His foot is destroyed.
Yes, I can see that, but what if it points to the metal arm? This as well?
I mean, I don't think you'll be able to do both of them simultaneously.
Oh, but that would be no worry. I can just do it a little later as well.
He shrugs.
For now, you were able to help out with my foot, then that would be incredible. And if at a later point I decide I want returning the arm, then I will immediately seek you out.
Okay, so Jai, as you were saying that, you don't notice it, but he just goes, well, what would you like me to do?
If possible,
Your
regenerate my
foot?
Indeed, yes.
There is nothing to regenerate. Look down. He's already done
Glances
that.
down.
It's there's still bone there, but like otherwise there's nothing there. Yes.
No. He's cast regenerating. I want to do it for the funny because he's.
I didn't understand. I got it.
That it's not the typical like it takes a little while. That he just.
You needed
snapped
to explain that better because I didn't understand.
I am sorry, but yeah, like just big powerful cleric. The foot is already there. Yeah, you just insta regenerate like stop motion.
Wow, that was well, thank you very much.
Oh, it is all my pleasure. If I may ask, why are there so many people in your courtyard, son?
Because they have just defeated the Beholder, the crime lord, who my wife hates.
Grabs onto Damp's hand and might be like, oh, it's very good, very good. Leans towards Damp. I don't know why they just couldn't do it, but there was something about they didn't have time or they did not want to right now, or it's very good that you adventurers have taken care
I
of it.
explained why they couldn't do it. It was explained.
He's he's teasing.
Okay.
Okay? He's teasing his son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you are of course most welcome. Other than the total fear of death and elbowing Gilrock, the fact that we almost died, a good 2 to 3 times each, it went quite swimmingly.
Well, death happens, you know?
Not as often with you around, I would suppose, though.
I do make it a little bit more difficult, yes. I have my waves, and with that you just see like one of his eyes start glowing gold. Well, is there anything else I could help with, or?
Father, you can try to heal the rest of the people. The former criminal and the orc, he is injured.
Oh, indeed. Just crack his neck, and it's like, is it just general injuries, or is this? Are there many more big ones like this?
Nothing of that size. I'm sure. Not many prisoners were taken. The only one is the female vampire, who I don't know anything about.
Oh, we have a female vampire visiting us? Oh.
Visiting
this
would
is
be
some
a strong term. She is in custody. For all
Very
Gentle custody.
Very well, very well. Well, we can't have injuries now, can we? And then you see him clap his hand, and for me and Jai, I mean, Akarsi would be used to this, or at least know that he was capable of this before. Us lowly, small level adventurers, you just see, as soon as he like claps his hand, from where he's from, Dusk, which god would kind of be like his main focus of like worship? And
He's
stuff?
the same. It's Sultana and Jaimar. You can pick one of the two.
Okay. So you see just golden light envelop everyone, like just burst out of Sadiq as he just cast mass heal, so everyone's just back at full. Yes, now that should have taken care of that.
Thank you, Father.
It's no worry, my son. It's almost time for celebrations. We cannot be in bad spirits and go around with owies and just goes down to Damp. Now, if there's anything that hasn't been bothering you else, you should be fixed already. Have you had a cold or anything like that?
I feel right as rain. And
Ah, yes, I have
Gilrock,
been
you just
blessed
hear
in
in
many
your
ways.
head, holy shit. That's all.
Well, you know, I may be an old man, but I do have still quite a few tricks.
Yes, now, one moment. Father, can you come with me for a moment? I need to speak with you.
Yes, yes. Very nice to meet you both. We will probably talk later.
I give like an upper body bow as he leaves.
Oh, what a polite boy.
Indeed, you promise that you're not going to do any more things that are going to make her angry. Yes, she's already on the knife's edge of stress as is, right?
Is he talking to Sadiq or is he talking to me? And,
Talking
like,
to
Gilrock
Sadiq.
Who's is it he's not gonna make angry?
Beja, I've told you that Beja and
yeah.
Sadiq don't get along.
Oh yeah, it was just I hadn't talked with her yet. Just rolls his eyes and be like, I will not do anything. Just if she makes a comment about me on her special day, I will not. It would be difficult for me to be quiet. That is a day of love and happiness. We do not need comments on things that do not concern her.
I concur to an extent, but she has been much better about interacting with our daughter lately. She has been very unhappy the last couple of years with everything that has gone wrong here in the city. I think this has been a good opportunity for us to start a clean slate, particularly because this allowed us to divert our attention from what has been going on with the Coven and the other things that I, as the military garrison, have to deal with.
Yes. And you would like me to set up the barrier, right? That I usually set up around the castle?
The barrier needs to be refreshed, yes, clearly.
Yes. I will take care of it.
Xanarthes destroyed at least 2 of our crystals.
Well, if that is fixed, it's good. Your old man is around, right? Just like a little stretch for comedic value. Just
I am very happy you are here, he says with a genuine smile.
Gives him just a big hug. Yeah, gives him a hug and picks him up like a kid. And your old man is always happy to come around and see his family.
You know, just because I'm the shortest doesn't mean that I like being picked up, he said as his tail flicks a bit.
Ruffles his hair. Come on now, don't be like that. I never see you anymore.
You're here at least once every 3 months.
What? No.
He smiles and chuckles heartily.
Damn, just seeing this big powerful man just manhandle this big powerful son. What is he thinking?
I'm just observing what's happening and absent-mindedly digging my toes into the ground because I've realized I don't have a shoe on that foot yet.
Yeah, no. I will be on my best behavior. I will also be on the lookout in case we need some.
Good.
Have you called the rest of the family?
Yes.
Are they all coming or?
Everyone is going to be there who can be.
Even Aisha, isn't she out right now?
Well, she wouldn't miss her sister's wedding, I hope. But I know that everyone... Huh?
Aisha is Mina's sister.
Yeah. I'm confused.
Asia meaning mother?
Aisha.
Oh, I'm fucking deaf. Aisha, right.
What? Yeah, okay, anyway.
When he said Beja, I was like, wait, what?
You said Beja though, so he got confused.
Yeah. My brain was like, what? Alright, go on.
It appears that I've missed something vital.
I was like, wait a minute. Hold up a second.
Yeah, no.
God.
Anyway, moving on. But such things will have to be seen. The barrier around the city also needs to be looked after. We can't have another Demogorgon incident like what happened at the Microt place, he says, and he takes out a beetle nut and starts chewing it, offering
No,
one to
indeed.
his father.
He takes one, just it's like starts like stroking his beard, and like he's thinking just, yes, there has been a lot recently in this town.
It's not just this town, it's the entire world. Apparently princes of the Abyss have been showing up in random places throughout the western continent, sung in. Strange times we live in.
Well, it is a time of prophesized heroes, so it might be.
Well,
looks towards Damp and Gilrock.
With our prophesized heroes, who have been of great assistance, it appears that we are also dealing with great prophesized calamity.
Well, yes, indeed. But whatever happens will happen. And I say we try our best until whatever happens, you know?
That is what I concur, but I am concerned about what is coming. He pulls out a scroll. In approximately 5 days when the wedding happens, a group of archaeologists is arriving here at the palace. They carry intimate information, they said, that is for vital viewing of the Sultan and my wife. The Sultan will be coming to the wedding, he says, just to be clear.
Just quickly above game. What was the dragon called that went with the archaeologist again?
I don't remember off the top of my head at this moment. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, that's fine. Well, Sadiq goes, dragon name. It's that's the team you're talking about, yes? The ones who entered the Forbidden Pyramid?
Yes, the ones led by His Majesty, the Royal King of Golden Scales.
Yes, indeed. That whole situation was worrisome.
Well, when he returned here, he thought they all had perished, but their letters started to trickle in a few months ago.
Well, let's hope it is a happy affair and there is no mishaps that day, because there has been a lot of them around in your situations recently. I heard you were attacked in the where were we? Like, what's the room called where Sanarxis pulled up the first time?
The banquet hall.
Yeah, in the banquet hall even. Have you managed to fix the roof and tables?
The roof and tables are of little consequence to me. It is the safety of my family and my subjects that I care about. Unfortunately, Sanarxis killed at least 3 state visitors, and we weren't able to expel him before the damage had started. But
well, at least he can harm no one no longer.
True. He is dead. Hopefully the Ten Eyes dies with him.
We will just have to wait and see. And the Sadiq, I'm assuming, is not too big on the Sultan, or is he?
The Sultan is well liked. He is younger than Sadiq. Sadiq has been around for Bahir's father. I don't know what his opinion on the Sultan would be. I don't really.
I was just thinking the whole like situation with the Sultan. What would you say? What would you say Sadiq's kind of whole position on that would have been with the demon blood and everything?
Probably unhappy about that. I don't know how that affects his opinion of him beforehand.
I think I would say after that would decrease a lot, since he is a big cleric, so a very godly man. So he's just at the mentioning of Bahir, he will have like a small, like his face will sour a little bit and be like, oh that stupid boy. I do understand he regrets his action, but it is difficult for a man of my faith to not have an opinion on it, you know?
Father, he took his contrition. He was given over 500 lashes.
Even so, that technology still exists.
Oh, yes.
Well, I will not start any fights. If I will be welcoming it and on my best behavior for my little Mina's special day.
Father, so the thing is like, even though he may not be very fond of Bahir right now, Bahir could still have him killed.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not saying that he would like assassinate the Bahir right now. I'm just saying yes, and the way
Yes.
I've thought Sadiq out
I
is
get it.
he's a big, powerful man, so he's just he's a person who speaks his mind, like
Yeah.
everyone, like that's what he's known for. He just says what he thinks, but he's like, I will contain myself.
You need to not overdo it. People value your insight. Except for my wife, but, you know, he's a different cat.
Your wife, she is a feisty one indeed, yeah. I remember back when you were only a little bit smaller when she came around.
Rolls his eyes.
Ah, you were so in love. It was so sweet.
We are still very much in love. I hope that she can find some joy in the festivities.
Well, a daughter's wedding should be one of the greatest days of her life, yes?
I hope so.
I'm sure she will have a lovely time. And it will probably be some stress off her shoulders with this whole Sanaxis thing dealt with now.
Farron's
Probably help her relax a little.
Farron's brothers are also attending the wedding, so I'm going to have to manage a lot of conflict, it seems.
Is the husband to be aware of all the guests?
Blaine?
Yes. Is he made aware of everyone who's coming? I assume you know who I'm referring to.
No, I'm above game. Who are you referring to?
Quill.
Oh, his uncle.
We just talked about the archaeologists.
Okay, true. No, but I don't really know how to broach the subject.
Well, it is quite easy, isn't it? Hello, Blaine. Your uncle is coming.
He seems to be dealing with a lot on his shoulders, at least. That's what Mina said. She was studying in the garden the other day, and I spoke to her while they were on some sort of mission. Apparently there's some freak who is causing her grief, and Baron, I don't know. She's whoever they're hanging out with, she does not sound like a particularly nice individual. But regardless, whatever this individual did, she helped out with this whole plan execution. But she said Blaine has kind of not been feeling himself lately.
Yes, no, there is... he seems like a very troubled man. And I do not know what has happened, but... I would... my advice would be to keep an eye.
If there is one
thing... In case he
thing,
would ever need help.
Of course, if there is one thing I must say, I am going to protect my daughter and her kith and kin with my dying breath. I would do the same for any of my children, even the disappointment, he says, rolling his eyes pointing back towards Mamet.
Slap on the hand. No. You have to... how many children do you have now, Akarsi?
13.
13. We do not pick favorites, okay?
I do not have favorites, he says in protest.
Yeah. Yes, but we do not regard our family as disappointment. He has chosen another path. I do not see you with such comments about Laren.
Because Laren is successful. Laren just did 3 concert tours.
Mehmet has barely begun. He's still figuring things out.
Father, look at his body. Look at his height. He is meant to be a soldier. As this argument is happening,
Yeah.
Damp Moss, I need a wisdom save from you.
Okie.
Oh.
What did you get? Because I'm not looking at it at the moment.
First roll, let's see. 14.
Alright, well, you feel an overwhelming sense of darkness and dread in your body. Something horrid, cold slithering up your spine, but you are not immobilized. A chill runs through your mind as you feel like you are being paralyzed by venom, yet you can freely move, like you are trapped in some sort of diaphanous web, slowly strangling you around your neck. One second. As slowly a feminine voice, familiar in its horrific nature, creeps into your mind. Tauren.
There we go. Welcome back. And what can I do for you?
I seem to have figured out a way to stabilize the connection, at least a bit. You really had me going there for a little bit. You hear almost like static fading in and out as the connection goes from stable into faded or restabilizing. You had me down to only a few number of cells, but you aren't gonna escape me, sweetheart. We're bonded, or did you forget?
No, of course, I couldn't have forgotten. And I'm oh so excited for you to be back.
I think that this little game that you're playing is interesting. I still can't see out of your eyes. But maybe sooner rather than later, I'll get back to it.
Insight check. Is she lying to me about that to let me get my guard down? Fuck. 13.
What are you at? What are you trying to see if she's lying about? I'm
The seeing through my eyes thing, just to see whether
And
she's
she
trying to get me
actually-
to let my guard down. Yeah.
You can't tell, if I'm being honest.
It's
Yeah.
too choppy of a connection.
You feel as if color is slowly draining from the world as people slow. You look beside you and you can see a fly hovering around a coconut flower on a palm tree. Its wing beats is clearly visible in your eye. Gilrock, as he turns to face you, frozen as if he's in molasses, his head moving a fraction of an inch each second, drawn out. Thank you. Anyway. So I see that you've managed to overcome a hurdle in your way. I suppose some sort of congratulations is due. You've made my life more difficult. But more mind flayers can be found where the person you killed failed me. A weakling. People like him should be ashamed of themselves, quite frankly.
Well, if you are indeed interested in sending further things our way to, well, I suppose do what I just did to you and get in the way. I'd be more than happy to kill another.
Oh, sweetheart. I've underestimated you before, but I don't think I'm gonna do that again. I know you're coming this way. You're gonna have to fulfill that little sultan of yours wish. His plan for the wand, which you don't even have.
I suppose that is a fair point. We don't exactly have it yet. Though, I am quite excited to see the expression on your face when we come to your home and still get away with it.
You're bold. That's what I like about you. That's why I find you fascinating. Like a spider hunting their prey, you know what you want and pursue it. But I don't make the same mistake twice. I'm going to be preparing for when you come here. The other demon lords can keep you busy until then. I have a reunion to try and set up. I know how much you've been missing, dear Zarin. A noxious giggle, like poison running through your ears, inundates your mind. The evil, psychotic nature of it. It's almost too much to stomach. The way she cruelly inflicts her pleasures. The horror of her being. Damn, what are you
Love
thinking
is
about?
always the worst. The moment she mentions Zaren's name, I am thinking, oh, wonderful. I didn't think I'd get my chance this quickly. Perhaps I'll be okay with a welcoming party if it means I get a shot at him.
So, what sort of things should I convince Demogorgon to do next? I am glad you survived that. But I have things to do, and keeping this stable is an effort, at least for now. Get back to your merrymaking while the real plan is barely touched. 5 steps ahead.
Of course, I don't doubt. Well, I knew that you'd return eventually. It's not like getting rid of the arm is the only thing that has you connected to me.
No, but it was close. Unfortunately, you forgot about the fact that cells can migrate, metastasize, like venom slowly. But I'll be planning, and I can't wait for your coronation. When you fall, you'll make an excellent next lover when you turn. Kisses!
Kisses.
The connection fades, and like as if a movie, everything begins speeding back up to normal speed. Gilrock, standing in front of you, waving his hands to get your attention.
Hello?
Oh, right, yes,
You stared
I ended
into nothing for about 3 minutes, so Did you? What's going on? Did you? Ego just cocks you on, like, gives you a knock on the head. Is the fact of almost dying like starting to fuck your brain up, or did you have a little talk with Juve, or what's going on?
I think you may have a point about the repeated near deaths, but no. I wave the metal hand. It seems that we missed some.
Ah, is the bitch still in there?
Tentatively, she seemed to be able to, using a bit of effort, set up a somewhat unstable connection.
She's
She was
really
effectively,
into you.
well,
She's like a
yes, I would.
clingy ex or something. It's like, come on.
Well, when a creature of her standing and, I suppose, ego is bested by another creature, especially a mortal one, they get a little obsessive, and
Did you
I've
monologue?
bested her a few times now. Uh, it's interesting. When it comes to me, it's less of a monologue and more of a gloating half speech, a little bit of back and forth banter, and then. Well, all I'll say is that I didn't take it sitting down this time.
You're sitting down on the ground, though.
Right, yes, metaphorically, Gilrock.
Yeah, of course. So,
But she was
look,
basically talking about when we go to the Black Road. All the things she has planned, something about Demogorgon, another distraction, and yes, a meeting with an old. Someone I used to know.
the a nice one you used to know, or one of the bad ones?
The one that I would like very much to skin and cut into small pieces.
Just to be a quick, like, okay, let's not say that so loud in front of all the state officials. I don't know. That could be misinterpreted.
You know what?
Leads it even closer and whispers, considering the fact that I almost committed murder by being a bit rude.
You then hear in your head. Well, skinning him and cutting him into pieces is the start, so perhaps I should talk like this instead.
Remember Scive message. Yeah, well, didn't you, like, fuck up his teeth or something?
I actually believe his whole mouth is a little, well, in disrepair. It's definitely something to keep an eye out for. If you see someone who has darkened black lips and teeth, that looks unnaturally so.
Camp, based on what you've told me of that guy, I don't think I would miss him. He had a very distinct look based on your description.
That is true, and if I am anywhere near you at the time, you will definitely know who it is.
Well, anyways, I'm still confused. There was someone who tried to cast a spell on me earlier, but it didn't work. Well, anyways, Sadiq's pretty cool.
Sadiq is very cool.
He's very big. Just looking at him, like, talking to Akarsi, like, it's always, I don't know, it's weird, just based on, like, on the couple of weeks we've been now, just Akarsi been this, like, powerful. I mean, I'm not saying he isn't, but seeing him next to his dad, he does kind of seem much more like a kid, doesn't he? Just sees to Sadiq being, like, very much a pompous father, being, like, correcting his armor and stuff, and be like, you have this is not straight, you need to...
Yep.
I suppose even when they reach adulthood, your children will always be your children. Though,
What
it is
do you think
interesting.
he
He
is?
seems to exude a different type of strength. And he's
I
a lot
mean,
more jovial and free-spirited.
he did fight 2 demon lords at the same time a couple of days ago. It's weird seeing him now being like, "Hey everyone, how's it going?" Suddenly he just glows with this magnificent golden line. And my back pain that I've had like the past couple of weeks is gone. Like, did you feel similar? Like, all of my kind of like small annoyances is just gone, and he didn't
Well,
even
my
touch me.
entire foot came back, so that's the main focus for
Yeah.
me.
Fair. How's it feel? Does it feel different? I've never regenerated a limb.
I wiggle my toes. It feels about how it did before I had it disintegrated off.
Well, minor illusion. You to just have a shoe on. In case Beja come by, I'm sure she'd be like, she'd kill me if you didn't wear a shoe.
Yes. Actually, my clothes can repair themselves. Give me one moment. I'll just druidcraft my mostly wooden clothing under the cloak down into another shoe. There we are. For now, that'll do.
Not bad. Not bad. So, well, until Blaine's getting married, what should we do? Should we get him a gift? Isn't that what you do at weddings?
I think we should. It's a wedding gift, yes. Do we get one for each of them, or do we get one for them as a couple?
Boo.
I mean, did he say boo?
Yes, he did.
Okay, I'm gonna do a deep conversation. So
you know what?
I'm gonna do this.
We'll both do.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, hello, Ty.
Oh, sweet Hyano.
Did I get
Ty, how the fuck you that sneaky when you're that big?
'Cause I'm a warrior. I'm good at what I do.
Fair point. Why are you sneaking up on us?
Well, don't tell Blaine, but shouldn't we plan his bachelor?
Yeah, we should. I mean, we haven't really had time, but I mean, this is gonna sound a bit mean, but I'm gonna give me and Dan maybe a kind of excuse because we haven't known him that long. What does he like to do?
Oh, I haven't known him that long either. I don't know. I've just heard it.
Are you serious?
Juforian, like, things are kind of crazy. Gives you a wink.
Well, I know that. Perhaps.
Are we really bad friends? Because I can't remember him saying that he likes something. I don't know if he's like. I can't remember him telling me, this is something I like to do.
He's just depressed all the time.
You guys are dicks. You guys are actual dicks.
I can't help. This one's very funny.
My guy, I've known you for like a week.
It's been actually a month and a half, by the way.
Yeah. It's okay. It's been like a month and a half, but in that time, you've never spoken about something you like. You even before you got all depressed, you were just like, hey guys. You never said, yo, I like to go on walks or I like to read. So I'm like, so we should probably ask who would know him? His sister. To them. We could ask his sister.
Yes.
Would she know or would she not? Because he left his family.
I glance over and see her propping up Blaine. You know what, Gil? I honestly don't think asking her will help much. She may remember what 15-year-old Blaine liked, but based on the amount of crying and the deepness of that conversation, I don't really think it's a recent thing.
Is there anyone who knows what he likes to do? Because I mean, we could probably we could go bar hopping, I guess, or do a tavern golf type of situation. But I don't know if that's his thing, really.
Well, I think that's probably a good idea since his culture is a lot more free, but
he is like that
not.
Most Koreans are very much super horny, and I've never seen him.
The most you've never seen him, but I think
but the most carnal feeling I've seen Blaine have is hunger. And it's never even really been that bad. He's a very balanced dude.
Well, we can always try to come up with a different sort of thing. I mean, we can always ask Mina. We can ask multiple people. It doesn't have to just be one person.
Or we can ask me now.
True. I
She'll probably know.
believe possibly asking his fiancée about what we're allowed to do at the bachelor party might be a good idea.
That's no fun. Tice.
Yeah, it just puts hands on him. Come on now. We all know that none of the things we're going to end up doing is something a fiance would want you to do, but isn't it? None of it's going to be, wrong.
Oh, absolutely, but if we ask her first, then it seems like we definitely won't be doing anything else, and then we can do what she said and do something else.
Yeah, but don't you think it's weird to be like, hey, what is Blaine like, and what is he not allowed to do?
Right, perhaps the wording would be a little different. I mean, I haven't exactly planned parties.
Oh,
Didn't you have parties in the Underdark?
It's been nearly a decade of living underground, Gil.
yeah, but they
true.
have weird parties.
We have
Yeah, they
very
have
great
they
parties.
sacrifice babies parties, type of stuff, right?
You see that Dampmoss just half smiles and decides not to say anything.
Anyways,
because they said it as a joke. Be like, oh god, what?
they did not sacrifice babies, but that's
Yeah,
because
I
they need
know.
them for the war. That's the only
Mhm.
reason, not because they
Yeah.
care.
Wow.
That's such a sentence. They never sacrificed the babies because they needed them for war.
They need soldiers.
I just want to be
Well,
clear. It's not a moral reason why they did it. That's all I
Well-
wanted to clear.
Well, anyways, Ty, how did it go on your side of the whole deal? Did everything turn out all right? I mean, you look great, but I'm guessing that's because of Sadiq. Were you hurt before, or?
Not badly, no. But the mission was unsuccessful. We had to flee.
Oh, that sucks.
Well,
We got the
at least
earrings,
you weren't
though.
captured.
Mina's quad was captured, which tipped off everyone else to our presence.
We sort of looked down a hallway, thought we might die, and teleported straight in.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, I
suppose
it worked out.
I was almost turned into a vampire, points to my sharp teeth and one red eye.
Oh, yes.
Ah. Now that you mention it, you have one red eye. That's weird.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna take some getting used to. But
Ty stares at you like a small toddler stares at a person with crossed eyes.
What? Is there something on my face?
No, I'm just curious.
It is very interesting, isn't it?
Well, I did almost try and eat you. Just like a shut at the thought. Yeah.
You just see a wide grin. That is most definitely true. You got awful close.
Yeah.
Well, as long as
Ow.
nobody continues to eat each other, I think that's the better position to be in.
Exactly. Not without consent. So,
I
are we
don't-
going to spend today planning and buying gifts?
We're going to need to, yes. But
Do you bring Gianfel?
he seemed upset. I still don't understand what he's so angry about.
Did he say something, or?
Gianthal walked off earlier, and he had a bit of a tantrum from last
Yeah,
episode.
but I'm asking Ty. Did he say something, or?
Nothing other than I should know what's wrong, which doesn't help. But
Well, what were you talking about?
oh, I
Before
just
that.
reported to Blacketh and I returned the earrings. Normal stuff.
Aha. What'd you? And I mean, did she say something? Maybe that's what made him annoyed.
Not much, really. She just said continue on your mission. And she informed me about the whereabouts of some of my friends. Even the annoying monkey is still my friend, so I just wanted to know how they were doing.
there's a side eye to damn, because Hypnosis doesn't exist other than like elsewhere, right?
Yes,
They
that's
don't exist
correct.
on this planet.
They don't exist
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
this
I,
planet.
I also
Just
side-eye you
side-
because I'm thinking of like a chimpanzee that he's friends with or something.
Side eye be like, and just like message to them. Did he say monkey?
He most definitely said monkey. Should we address that or do we let it slide?
Ty, are you friends with a monkey? Like one of those tiny things that always like hops around and steals shit?
Yes. I'm friends with a couple monkeys, actually. Monkeys are very intelligent.
It's like you have them as like pets or.
Some of them are pets, but not the one I'm referring to. I don't
What?
own any pets personally. I wish I did.
You have.
I would love to have
So
a
you have-
dragon.
Yeah, that's understandable. But so, you friends with pet monkeys, but also one that isn't a. So you're friends with a wild monkey?
It's too complicated to explain.
Is it like
Sounded-
how is it like a tall, small? Is it like gorilla or
He's a little bit shorter than you.
a monkey shorter than me?
Right.
Wow.
Just by
Fair
like
enough.
maybe a couple inches.
Just so you know, Dusk. He is in fact 6'2". So
I didn't know
he's
that.
much-
I'm sorry.
He is 6'2". He is 6'2" when he's fully stretched out.
Well,
so
he
he's
isn't
walking
standing
around.
up most of the time, so he.
Yeah, but I mean, Ty has seen him
When
stood
he's
up.
fully stretched out. Nice.
But anyways, okay. So you talk with your monkey friend, and he also speaks Elvish, I guess.
No, they speak Gith.
Ah, okay.
Wait, the monkey can speak?
Well, yeah. What?
Are we going to the room? Come on. We're wasting time.
He can't just as I'm like going. He can't just say that he has a talking monkey friend and then just leave.
Well, I was under the impression that you couldn't teach them to speak true language.
You think it's like a satyr thing, like half monkey, half man type of?
Oh, that would make a lot more sense. Ah, I keep forgetting. Ties from space.
Oh, it's probably
It's probably a space thing.
There's monkey people in space.
I suppose.
Just looks up and is like, the world's so fucked up. It's so weird.
Alright, you arrive back in the room.
The room.
Let me fix. These people aren't here right now. He's here. Dior is also here. He came up.
Dior standing by a wall.
Ty is
Hey, Olivia.
here also. Well, no, Dior can't
Okay.
stand in that wall. Oh, well, I guess he can. She has to move it. Let me move her somewhere where she can stand secretly.
Oh. Okay, good to know.
You know she's there. She's like shown herself like 10 times. She's done. She's. It's.
She's not always in the room though.
It's
She's got
no. I
other
mean,
shit to do.
no. She
and
is
just
not
being
always in the
invisible.
room, but still.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, we should probably get them both a gift because we know both of them, right? I haven't been in many weddings.
Well, we are going to need multiple gifts. You're going to need a gift for the parents. Who else do we need a gift for? Gale, you are a local of these lands, yes? I don't know why he got moved. He was on that couch. Huh? You see Gale with an ice pack over his right eye, which was severely swollen. Ty stares at him. You're a local. What's going on?
We're trying to figure out where we should get our friend. and or Mina and Blaine are getting married, and we were thinking gifts, but now Ty is saying we should get gifts for Beja and Akarsi and also Mina. And I don't know about you, Damp, but I don't have that much gold on me right now, and I don't think my budget would be up to snuff for Beja.
Let me just pat down my pockets. And you see me rummage through like every pocket in the cloak,
Pulls out
every
some
pocket in my
lint.
clothes. Ah, I have, and I pull out a single gold piece. This is everything that I have.
I have about 330. I spent most of my money. Oh wait, should we see if this? Should we see if we're gonna be rewarded from Akarsi for dealing with Synaxes? Because then we could like pay him back with the reward to get him a gift.
Well, you didn't ask, so right now you can't do that.
Yeah,
You can later.
yeah. I'm asking, could we do that? See if there's like any. Is that scummy to ask for a reward to buy a gift to them with?
Well, I wouldn't say so. I mean, receiving a reward would be neither here nor there, but if it's for specifically getting gifts, and we are most definitely incapable of doing so with our current funds, it feels okay.
In gift culture, what do you do for weddings? What do you get on?
Well, weddings in Gith culture are not very flamboyant. I am a special exception, because I am of dragon's blood.
You are indeed very special, Ty.
Yes, I am a genius.
Just smiles.
He actually is. So he's not lying.
Yeah, but it's just a funny sentence.
I know.
Yes, I am a genius. Of course.
Can we do this in like an hour? The one goth almost annihilated me.
Ah, yes. Do you need any healing, or is it merely just leftover?
Healing would be swell, but I've already been partially healed. This was magic tincture. He says, slowly lifting the bag off, where you can see a long scar with fluid dripping down from it across his cheek as he stares at you. His eye is heavily swollen.
That looks gross.
I'll be getting on with some tea, so it'll definitely help a little bit with the headache. Glancing around the room. Where is Zeneb?
Yeah,
In the library?
As he says that, Gil just starts walking over towards the library, and on the way back, he just goes to Gale like, "Here, man, I got you something." Just takes out like a little plant. Should help a little. Is the pain?
Thanks. This isn't drugs, is it?
Well, I mean, it is, but it's not like really to get high. It's just kind of like you don't really feel that much pain while on it, so it's like kind of a double-edged sword, because you can, if you get hurt more, you won't really notice.
I'm not.
But if you're just gonna relax anyways, it can be nice to not be doing it in pain.
The only person who's gonna hurt me is if that woman shows up again. God, she's meddlesome.
Which woman?
You don't mean that tiefling, do you?
Excuse me. I've been trying to improve my behavior.
You have been getting much better. That is true.
There's a long sigh. What do you want? What are you back again?
I'm sorry I came to wish you congratulations, I guess, for the job I helped you complete, give you the information you needed, put you in contact with Sandeep.
Yeah, for sure. Totally, yeah.
So are we just gonna pretend that, I didn't hear myself being insulted for like 2 minutes there?
Yes, I suppose so. Do you want some tea?
Yes, would you like a cup? Maybe some cookies.
Yes.
See if we can see if we have some snacks.
She lifts out her long, gangly arms towards the tray of biscuits that are sat in front of her. She takes one and, like a person who has not seen food in days, begins stuffing her face. 3 cookies at a time, practically.
Old Weaver
to
doesn't
finish off the
pay
tray.
well,
Hmm? She says with a mouth
Seems-
partially full.
Seems the Orb Weaver doesn't pay or
No, the Orb Weaver pays me fine. He says, and she looks
You-
confused.
you it's just I don't know. When was the last time you ate?
Yesterday? I don't understand.
You ate about 25 cookies in the span of 20 seconds. You seemed a bit hungry. I mean, there's nothing wrong. I'm just asking if you've eaten the past couple of days because you seem to be a bit starving.
Does anyone want to roll insight?
I was just about to say, yeah, I absolutely wanted to roll insight.
I got a 19.
I got a 23.
She's not lying. She did eat yesterday.
But with
She
my
just seems
19,
confused by your question.
Just a general, how's she doing?
She looks confused. Like she doesn't understand why you're asking the question.
I mean, fine by me, I guess. Well, what are you around here for this time? You just had to say congrats. If so, you've done it, or are you gonna do some like vague threats and cryptic hints and stuff again?
Cryptic hints are coming next Saturday after the wedding.
Makes
Cryptic
sense.
answer
A little bit
coming.
of downtime.
Yes, you've all earned your own downtime.
There won't be anything like an attack at the wedding or anything like that, I hope.
How would I mean, I can try to find that out, but
Well, you are very, very good at finding out information, and you were most helpful.
that's the sort of information I don't traffic in. The machinations of demon lords. That's not
Well,
something
that's
you
fair
easily
enough.
find out. The sky outside of the windows slowly turns a more overcast shade of gray as the clouds pregnant with the rain slowly drift in on the tropical winds. The weather begins to turn sour as the beautiful curds of the sky turn gray, rotten.
I keep forgetting to do this. Well, let's see how long this will last. And I will just cup my hands together and using Druidcraft, try and just kind of figure out how long this will be, whether it's going to be a bad storm, just a bit of heavy rain, like that kind of thing.
3 days of rain.
Ah, right, from the colour of this little cloud in my hand here and the way it seems to be shifting like that, just in case you've got anything that you need to get in, like some washing you left outside, it's about to rain for about 3 days straight.
I don't have any much to watch. Wash, sorry.
Well, if you're still hungry, having finished off that plate of biscuits there, I reach under the table to where there is now canonically one of those smaller sections underneath that has an entire, like, big casket full of snacks. Just, no, that's for later this evening. There we are. Just put another tray of biscuits on top of the now empty tray. I found that these shortbread go very well with this slightly darker tea here.
Indeed. So, I suppose I should probably be leaving before he comes back and tries to pick a fight. After all, I'm not looking for that today. You say that, but you're still just as aggravating as ever. She sticks her tongue out at Gale.
I am midway through filling a small leather pouch with some tea for her to take on the road, and I look up at him and just go, "Oh, you have no idea how much better she's got." Right, there we are. This is a sort of... It's not quite minty, but it's got a nice little air to it. All I can say is don't drink it after brushing your teeth. It should stay warm enough for the travel back. And I just hold it out.
She grabs it. She takes the tea and dumps it into a water skin before setting the china down, and tucks it back into her bag, flipping her cloak over her head. As in through the door walks Blaney Boy. Blaney Boy and Mina. Blaine.
I'm here, sorry. Sorry. I was having a coughing fit. Yeah, I walk in, I guess, look around a little dejectedly before I look at the rest of you. What's going on?
Some tea, if you would like.
Sure, I'll partake. And I go sit down beside you, Dan. Hey, Shara, how are you?
She's already disappeared. How do you...
Oh, she's gone?
Yeah, she's gone.
Why is she still on? I was going to say, why is she still on the
I
map
don't
in that
know.
case?
That was weird. I don't know why that was happening.
Ugh. I just look at the three of you. So, what are we discussing? What's going on?
It's
I realised that we've got some downtime. Does Ty say that?
Yes.
I just turn and dryly look at him. But yes, Ty is right.
Okay, well, I do still need to go to the slave market, but I'm fucking tired. Anyone else feel like that?
Honestly, yes, I'm extremely drained. It's strange, those, the crystals that healed us and gave us back our mana didn't really get rid of any of the tiredness.
I think it's mental fatigue, I'm not gonna lie. We've been fighting for like 3 weeks straight.
That is true.
I feel great.
Fuck you, Gilrock.
Do you want to go to bed? Your sister pipes up.
Oh, you guys are here. We should do something. I need a moment to sit down. I'm just.
Just so that
shopping.
everyone knows, if you have anything that you need to do, I would recommend getting it done within the next 2 to 3 hours while the rain is still light. After that, it'll be very heavy for about the next 3 days or so.
Getting heavy rain.
Mm-hmm.
Jason.
Jason.
To be the
I was
strongest
gonna
of
make the
storms.
same joke.
Jason!
I'm sorry. Anyway, continue.
We gotta find the origami killer, guys.
Origami
God damn
kill.
it.
Oh, that's. We're not going for the origami killer.
Jesus.
Maybe we should.
Filler episode, guys.
Just a random murder mystery, yeah.
It's a whodunit.
A Knives Out just came out as well. One of us is the killer here in the room.
Daniel
Uh,
Craig pulls up.
yeah.
Well, so
I
you
think
need to go to the slave market.
we also need to take care of the hags.
That's right. I completely forgot about them.
Oh, yes. So did I.
How does that your brand thing work? Is she just branded, or do you like know where she is?
Ask.
No, it
If I
doesn't work like that.
really
Her
hard.
face is just burnt.
Okay.
There
Yeah,
is
it's
no
not
way you
just
can
Really hard.
you do not have that power yet at all.
Fair. I'm like, yeah, no, I kind of just branded her to make sure that she would be the laughing stock of the other hags.
I'm sure she'll be easy to find then, but we should probably stop by. I mean, what are we gonna do there? We're just gonna like clear them out, or
Confiscate the items. The hags are dead from what you told me. Well,
not all of them.
I was there when you did it, so
All of them are probably not dead. I imagine there's probably still a few left at the cove or whatever. But
she doesn't know. Neither do you. But okay. You're just making a statement.
I know. I'm responding to that statement by saying there's probably still a few left. That's what I would imagine anyway.
She shrugs.
Gilrock puts this like thought up. Hags are they're monsters, right?
No, they were once people.
So they don't respawn.
They can. A hag is created when a woman either kidnaps a child and turns her into one, or she does something so heinous, horrific, vile that it transforms her permanently.
Mina, quick question.
Yes?
Hypothetically, if let's say two people were to be married, what would you give as a gift?
I look over the table at you, just like, bruh.
Jesus Christ.
Like, didn't piece it together. He doesn't understand. I'm talking about him.
That is what that roll would mean. I don't know what he's rolling for.
That is what that role would mean. I'm just sipping my tea. I'm tired.
Please.
What?
She does neither. She doesn't get it.
Who else is getting
So, like,
married? What? Can we have a double wedding? That would be crazy.
No, and then just like hypothetically, like, what would you give as a gift to like two people getting married?
Well,
Because
what
like you're
I
getting
would
married
want,
too, so
what I would want personally is the recent collection that was designed in Kalia, the jewelry, because I want something that matches my husband's culture. She places a hand on your shoulder, Blaine, but also is something I can wear.
Wholesome.
What about you, Blaine? What would you give us a gift on a wedding?
Like, you know those eyes where it looks like you've cried for like 7 days, like you've just got really puffy eyes. I'm just looking at you like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I haven't been to a wedding before.
Are you allergic or something?
I'm just really
I
tired.
kick you under the table.
Mina looks at you, Gilrock, and gives you a soft smile, mouthing, It's not doing so well.
What?
He's not
Damn, she
doing so
actually
well.
mouthed
Yeah.
it. Uh-huh.
He's not doing so well.
Yep.
Gilrock's thinking to message back. Well, same old, same old. Well, you should probably hit the sheets before we go out then, Blaine.
We were just gonna take him over to bed. Octavia grabbed your hand a bit forcefully.
I just let myself get pulled without like I'm not doing anything to like I'm not encouraging being pulled along, but I'm just kind of like being limp and just being pulled along
Sack of
essentially.
potatoes.
Yeah, I'm a sack of potatoes. True.
Well, a couple of hours nap for everyone and then reconvene in about 2 to 3 hours?
We need someone. Sorry. He's not in this room yet. Whoops. We need someone to watch. Ty says as he's fiddling with a small toy on the floor.
Watch what?
I was
To
going to say
keep
the same.
watch of the room.
Oh, right.
We've been hogged, basically, by demon lords hounding our every move. Nyphero can watch us at any time. We need to set up wards against scrying at some point.
Do you know how to do that?
No, I'm not a wizard.
Do we have a wizard in the party?
No, but we can
Perhaps Farron
we can
could
figure it.
try?
Well, Farron, although very intelligent, is not that kind of wizard. He is an augurer, Ty says as he solves his puzzle and then picks up another one. He can tell the future. His father. Well, I'm just divulging his family history. I suppose I should not talk about it without him in the room. You encourage him
turn
to
to look at
continue.
Gilrock, and you just hear in your head, well, I suppose that's my bad. I thought he was more of a shooty fire kind of wizard.
Since when did he... I've never seen him read the future. Why have you
That is exactly my point. I mean, that does seem like quite a useful skill, unless it has some terrible downside that we haven't heard of.
It's probably like he can see, like, oh, there's going to be a thing in the future, but it's probably not that specific.
Perhaps, but I suppose we can just ask him.
True.
Right, well, as I was saying, Olivia can easily keep watch. If we require wards, then I suppose we have to find someone capable.
Well, there's no way we're going to be able to do that without materials. So, once we wake up, we're going to need to buy something.
Wonderful. Shopping trip it is, then. And Blaine can handle his slave dealings at the same time.
Quick question, though. Mina, just this is kind of directed towards you, since you're the one who lives here.
Yes.
I'm not used to all this, like, pompous being royal stuff. Can't we just say to someone, hey, we need these materials, and they can get them for us?
Oh, well, of course, I mean, but we're gonna do that later. Need to make
Yeah,
sure.
I just mean, since you've been hired by Beja to fix the garden, so you probably need to start doing that at some point. So I'm just if we want to have time, so we don't need to do everything, like get all the stuff ourselves. We could probably have, I don't know, servants. I don't know if you have that or.
Well, of course we do.
Yeah, okay. We could have servants probably get the materials for the ward.
Alright, I just want to make sure that he gets some rest.
It's bed. It's time.
I'm Gilrock, you hear in your head again. Right, well, if while I'm working on Pacia's garden, do you perhaps want to go and get the, what did she say, the newest line of
Jewelry
I
from
believe it was-
Korea.
Yeah, Kalian earrings, I believe.
I think she
Shit,
said
I
some
wonder
sort of
how expensive
necklace.
that will be.
I'm sure it's only like 70,000 gold.
Well, I suppose we could always ask Pacia. I could bring it up to her while I start with her bush.
I can. Damn.
Quiet, Gilrock.
You can't keep going doing this man.
I grip the brow of my nose. Right, well, anyway, as I was saying, if I mention it to her...
to not look towards Octavia. a really
Huh?
good idea for you to keep your eyes off.
Oh, Octavia, got it.
We wouldn't want to have a repetition of certain things, right?
Listen, Gilrock, one of them is a goddess that quite literally... You know what?
Would you
I'm
say
going
the
to leave
other
that
one
there.
isn't? Okay.
I actually would, I think.
I'll keep it in the back mind that you just kind of indirectly called Blaine's sister ugly. Well, anyways, guys,
What the
Gilrock,
fuck?
Gilrock, do you want to throw hands? Gilrock, I am down to throw hands right now.
I'd beat you to the ground easy.
You absolutely would. That's not the issue.
Well, should we? Any ahoy? Should we get going? We could start just getting kind of ahead on certain things immediately.
What, we get started while Blaine has nap time, and we just
Blaine
make
has
it
nap
later?
time. Ty, you, me, and Damp. We go and ask Akarsi very nicely. Hey, is there a reward for killing the cult? And with what we get, we'll see if we can get some gifts. I'm saying this like not very loudly, of course.
Okay.
Do you have money?
I don't need money. Kaya says, kind of raising an eyebrow.
Well,
How are you
so...
gonna pay for the gift though?
Oh. Fair enough. I thought I would just show up like I do on Tunereth and they would give it to me.
I don't think that works here, big man.
I
I don't know.
think
Are you counted as a royal here as well? Do royals not pay for stuff?
Well, it's different where I'm from.
Huh. Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
monkeys, and no paying. I guess. Let's go. Damn, come on.
Right,
Come on,
yes,
get
sorry,
Damp.
I was putting away the tea.
Damp. As you look out
Mhm.
towards the sky and see the darkening clouds, you get a flash of dread of a green cloud rising above the mountains to the east, of people's souls being rended from their bodies as they are washed into the abyss, noxious chemicals choking their throats, swelling them shut. But you don't know what any of it means.
I see this, like, out the window, or like a kind of, like a flash of a vision kind of thing?
In your vision, in your mind palace.
I'll freeze in place. And I will try to hone in on it and see if I can get a bit more information.
Roll me an intelligence check.
That was almost a nat 20, but it's 5.
It eludes your
Oh.
grasp.
Right.
Hey, are
Yes,
you
Gil,
alright,
I'm
champ?
coming.
He pats your back. Come on.
I'm having a bit of a day.
Well, you just beat Xenarches. We're on a high.
That is true.
Both me and him did almost die when we did it, though. So
I don't think
Twice.
anything can bring us down from this. Ty says.
Ah,
I mean,
Ty,
it's
that
just-
is called a flag, but
That is called a what is it?
a flag?
No, I mean I'm asking above game. I don't know what you mean. I'm actually
Oh, right. So whenever
Right here.
someone says, like, oh, we're in such a
Nothing
good
can
place
bring
right
us
now,
down.
nothing could go wrong, that means, like, that's a flag for something to go wrong.
Oh yeah, well that is that, yes.
Insert the Seinfeld soundtrack. Nothing can go wrong.
As you
Up to the
come
courtyard where there are 4 demon lords.
that's not gonna
Come out.
happen. That would be
Come out,
stupid.
Paige is
I'm
dead.
giving you downtime this time. I'm for realsy. That doesn't mean I can't foreshadow. You see Gianthal propped up against a wall, his hands running through his hair as he tries to brush it back. Ty kind of looks over, one hand on the hilt of his trident, which softens as he looks over at his husband before he frowns and continues walking. Yenthal kind of shoots a bitter look in your the three of your direction.
Is he within 60 feet?
Yes.
Do I already know why he's annoyed, or have I just seen him annoyed?
I mean, you can make inferences. It depends on whether you think your character would be able to understand why he is angry. Or, like, get enough clue. But I mean, personally, I would say you might be able to piece it together. Like, Gandalf's shouting, and what Ty doesn't understand it, but that's a different point.
I think because Ty doesn't understand it, I would want to try, so I'll make a roll for it. Would that be insight?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Big money no delays. Why? I haven't rolled above a fucking 7. 13.
It may be something to do with Vlakith. Otherwise, you have no idea.
Okay. Well, just leave it alone for now. Just keep walking.
Three of you come out to the courtyard, where you see that some of the crowd remains. Vaetara standing with Aloysius over by the pond, watching some fish, whereas Beja and her sons have gone off. Aaron stands there next to... Where is Bavor? Where did he go? Where is he? Where is my man?
In the middle, next to Sandy.
Oh, okay. I see him now. I was like, what? Thank you. Yeah, Farron's standing next to Babor. You see a healed Ishmael. And Akarsi is with his father. The remaining people have gathered up in a small group, chatting amongst themselves. Gerald has gone off and is taking a nap under a tree. Akarsi stands there with his father. Babor next to Farron. And Pillin is there eating some fried chicken out of a bucket. Hello?
Yeah.
Chris? Oh, I heard somebody in the background. I just wanted to...
Am I the only one left?
Chicken?
Oh.
What?
Korean fried chicken, my guy?
No, Pillin's eating the fried chicken. The gnome dude?
Is he eating Korean fried chicken?
Yep.
This world's just take on KFC.
Yes.
Fucking funny.
It's spicy hot. Like the island.
Like the people.
Yes.
Okay, so we arrive. I'm gonna tip-tap-toe over here and be like, excuse me.
Akarsi turns around, his amber-colored eyes looking at you.
Hey, I don't mean to be like rude or greedy or anything. It's just killing Synoxys, is there any sort of like compensation for that? And then just quick message after that. We're considering buying a gift for Mina's wedding, but we don't have much money right now.
He
I'm
hands you his
fiddling with the
Amex
single
black
gold
card.
coin.
I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I'm too memey today.
It gives us the Tianese black card.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm sorry. He looks at you and raises an eyebrow for a moment. I think that you are going to need to get bigger pockets for what I'm about to give you, and he throws a sack of gold at you.
Well, I pull out my bag of holding and just put and to catch it in.
Roll me a dexterity. Roll me acrobatics or athletics for that. How well do you catch it?
Okay. Acrobatics. You okay?
Yeah, you flub it a little bit, but you get it in the bag. Akarsi gives you a small wink. That should be enough.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we will be going, and then I go back to the group. How much money did you give us?
Wait.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Come here. Aaron motions you close. As everyone's eyes shift over.
Okay.
Do you guys
I
go
go.
over to him?
Yeah. I go over.
Aaron kind of huddles you guys up close. Who's looking after Blaine? I told you he has to be watched by somebody.
Ina and Gail and Dior.
Sister.
I need to make sure. You saw what happened the other night.
Yeah, I remember. I was there.
Okay. Then why the incredulous look?
I don't know what you're talking about. There's 3 people there. I'm sure they should let
Because
you know.
I didn't know that, but you're looking at me like I have 3 heads because I asked the question. Mm-hmm.
Whispers back. Just, I'm not though. Like for real. Yeah. You asked if anyone's watching, and I said yes. I'm like, there's no problem.
Right. Are you 3 going out to do something? Yes.
I don't know. Wedding gift shopping.
Sounds very...
Okay.
I can't today. Need to do reading.
You okay? Did everything go okay on your side of things, or I heard things didn't go exactly as planned.
Nah, he was one of the people kidnapped, so his went the worst.
Shit.
Kind
Hey,
of
I'm sorry.
glances at you.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to. Yeah.
It is what it is. The mission succeeded in spite of the failure that I am partially responsible for, being the leader of said squadron.
Hey, I almost got turned into a vampire, so like, there's always something that's gotta go wrong.
Listen. As for the gifts, take this. He hands you a large diamond.
Just goes kind of wide-eyed. I would just, I mean, is this like to get a gift from you, or?
It is indeed, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can always contribute to a group gift, but regardless, just...
I'm just saying, like, I don't know if me and Damp will be able to give as a big contribution to the collective gift as you. So I don't want you to feel like you're being like cheated or.
I'm really don't feel that way. My job here is to ensure morale and protect it. He has a slight cough as he turns his head. You see that he...
Make a medicine check to see if he's sick.
Yep.
Like just by looking at him, basically. Brother, I'm just really ass today.
It's not that hard to tell. He looks like he's getting sick. The bags under his eyes, which are almost always ringed by black circles, have gotten worse. His skin is an off pale or red.
His skin like cold instead of hot.
Yes, and his hair does not burn as the same sheen that it usually does.
I look him like up and down, then I just take like my wrist to his forehead. And I'm like, Farron, I think you should go to the sick bay.
I can't, I have to... I need to do reading.
Message to Babol like, hey, come get your mains. I think you should probably take a little rest. It's not healthy. It's not healthy to push yourself if you're not at your best, you know?
Okay, well,
Just go by the sick bay, you know? Just stop by
I'll
and see what
go
they
see the medicus.
Yes.
Take this for safety reasons. And you a small bag of powder that smells of herbs and spices.
What's this?
It is protection against against dark forces.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'm feeling a bit lightheaded, he says, gripping the side of his forehead.
Yes,
yeah,
you
like
definitely should go and get some sleep.
Motion to Babel, like, hey, can you just take him?
Babor comes over and scoops him up in his arms. Hey, I'm not a child. When you refuse to get help, you are no better than one. Aaron has a bit of a pout on his face as his flyer twinkles and then peters out for a moment before reigniting.
Go to bed, bro.
One last thing before you head off. You wouldn't happen to know how expensive the most recent Kalian jewelry collection is, do you?
I could calculate it for you.
Oh,
Let me get out my abacus. You see him try to reach into his bag as Babor quickly grabs his hand and motions for you to take the bag.
I take it.
Thank you. Why am I so sick? He says, kind of weakly.
Babel, perhaps go fast.
You should have gone earlier, I told you. As he begins running off. As he runs away, a single reddish-brown feather drops from the inside of Farron's cloak.
I recognize that from anything?
You can roll me an Arcana to see if you recognize it.
Sure. Oh, damn, I actually have a pretty good Arcana. Natural 20.
It's the feather. Well, both of you actually can tell what it is. Somehow, Gilrock, deep in the recesses of your drug-addled mind, you remember a religion school lesson. It is a feather. The patterning looks like the Lord of Disease and Pestilence. Pazuzu.
Did he meet? Gilrock's gonna be like, oh, that's.
Just before Babor ends up out of range, I just tell him that in his head.
Thank you. You hear belabored breathing as he tries to rush Farron over towards the medical bay.
Mm-hmm.
The eyes of the remaining group have turned towards you. What was going on there? Sadiq says, curiously.
Gilrock sends a message to Damp. Just, I can't remember his name. It's like Zuzu or something.
Pazuzu.
Pazuzu. Yeah, I know that. I mean, as in Gilrock, since it's deep in my drug.
Oh, okay. I get it. I didn't understand.
It's like I'm struggling. Yeah, I'm struggling with the name of him. It's like Suzu something or all the other.
Oh, Skilly, it's Pazuzu.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. Should we tell him?
I think so. It's quite a big deal.
Well, it seems that he had a meeting somehow or encountered Pazuzu.
Based on that feather over there. And I just point at it.
We met him once. He wasn't very nice.
So you just say we met him once out loud. He wasn't very nice. Like they have no context.
Yeah. Yeah.
They all kind of just stare at you because they don't know how to respond to that statement. I wouldn't either.
Well,
Mehmet draws his fingers over his thing.
That's when we got all teleported.
Theron is quite the healthy individual. I am surprised he is so sick.
Well, wasn't Farron there when Pazuzu... This is too damp. When Pazuzu showed up outside the orc camp, didn't Farron come in with Laren and they like encountered Pazuzu there?
Yes, or more recently, perhaps during their capture, but I don't see how that would make sense.
What do you do with the feather?
I'm gonna walk over to where it is, and then I'm
If you're going to touch that, all I'm going to say is it seems like a bad
I'm
idea.
Yo, it's just transparent. Like, I'm not dumb. I get I shouldn't touch it, so I'm just gonna.
Actually, I might be able to touch it.
You with the metal arm?
I walk over and crouch down and think for a moment, do I want to risk this? I'll give it a go. And no, not quite because of the metal arm, but I will still pick it up with the metal arm.
Because you pick it up with the metal arm, nothing happens.
Right, okay. Well, you were right, Gil. It seems the metal does work.
I mean, not that
I
you would
think I would
know,
have been
but
okay
still.
anyway. But perhaps it added something. I'm not sure. Turning back to the rest of them, is there something that you want me to do with this, or
We need to.
I mean, I could set it on fire.
We need to inundate it with holy water. Father?
Yes.
Is the holy water ready? You should have the holy water on tap.
Not like Sadiq's just standing there, like with a bottle, like yes, yes, give it here.
Damn, Moss, do you give him the
Yeah,
feather?
I hold it out. Yeah.
Sadiq just takes a bowl of water out, and then he just puts his like symbol, his holy symbol, just next to it. Says a quick prayer. You just see the water, like the water go beaming light, beaming golden for a second, and then just pours it onto your arm.
As the water touches the feather, you see a miasma of dark brownish black waft off as it dissolves, as if being touched by acid, slowly slipping through your fingers into a black sludge on the floor, where it quickly disintegrates to ash. The noxious vapor smelling of sulfur, must, mold, disease. I need a constitution saving throw. Damn, Moss, Gilrock. I'll roll for the other characters.
That is a 14. Uh-oh. Poor Ty.
Constitution, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm
damn,
so
Ishmael
proud.
got railed. All of us.
This is not a certified hood classic right here.
No, this is an unfortunate moment.
I'm rolling
Oh,
so bad
Sandeep does
today.
great.
Who are you rolling for, Sadiq?
I'll roll for him as well. Bruh.
Damn.
Meme hour. Rip.
Well, that be how it is sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
So... Damn, Moss, I need you to roll me a D100.
Okay. D100. Please don't be horrendous. 26.
Oh no. Okay. Anyway, Gilrock, roll me a D100 before I start.
That
Oh,
oh
yeah.
no bodes well.
72.
For Sadiq?
Oh,
well,
whoops.
I
Well,
suppose it
it's a
doesn't matter.
72. It's
Yeah.
a 72 either way.
Alright. Damp moss. You feel like sweat begins to come dripping out of your pores as if your body, from the sheer humidity, is growing wet. Everything feels like water is just dripping from your body. But to the external observer, for a 10-second period, his body is hemorrhaging blood out of his pores. Every orifice, every pore, every hole drips blood, red crimson down his body, beating like sweat droplets across his skin. I need you to take 50 points of health.
It's quite warm out here. Damn, I'm sweating.
Are you
Gilrock,
melting damp? Yeah? What's up?
your stomach feels like it's been turned inside out. Like something you have eaten is the most rancid thing you have ever tasted in your entire life. You don't even remember what you last ate, but you can't keep it down. Whatever it is. What do you do?
Can I try to make it safe to not throw up?
Yep, you can.
Okay.
Question.
It's a charisma save because it's wheel based. What's up?
Would disease immunity have helped me in any way?
Oh wait, well then nothing happens to you, lol.
Wonderful.
Gilrock, you can't stop it.
Blah.
You release the contents of your stomach across the pavement, but it won't stop. Even once you've emptied it, bile keeps coming up. Waves of acid for a minute. You see Sadiq
painful.
faint. Mehmet staring at his hands blankly as he begins shaking. Akarsi watches. Oh, Mehmet actually made it. Never mind. Nothing happens to Mehmet. Mehmet's staring at everyone. Akarsi watches in horror. Oh no. He comes over with a cloth and begins dabbing at your skin, at moss. Ty sits down on the ground and his skin is deathly cold. Father?
Yes. You see him just tap himself on the shoulder because I don't know. Did he make the save?
He did not.
Okay, so he just taps himself on the shoulder and does it to himself. Yes. Demon things. It always happens. It's just so annoying. Greater restoration. Greater restoration. On everyone who needs it. He has no spell slots. Ugh. That was a bit embarrassing. I actually couldn't take it myself this time.
That it's not about being embarrassing, it's about this is some sort of message. In that vein, maybe you're smarter than you look. A shrill, smug voice emerges.
Gilrock says out loud, "You've come the fuck on."
I'm not here right now and I have no interest in starting a fight. But I just wanted to leave you a little reminder of what I'm capable of doing. Your friend should be okay. I only injected him with a little over a lethal dose of disease. Comments to that statement?
In this moment, Damp Moss realizes that he has a certain level of resistance to this creature.
Shit.
refrains from making any comment.
Yes, begone, foul beast. I will summon Jaimar from the heavens and Sultana as well to smite you. What part of I'm not here do you not understand? Maybe I was saying it too soon about your intelligence. Then again, somebody who lets a monster marry their daughter can't be very smart after all. Oh, how I've missed the mischief and the mayhem. The demons are coming back. A flash of smoke and gunpowder popping as a symbol etches itself automatically onto the floor. Winds howl momentarily as an inverted pentagram is drawn in front of you in the circle in which you have been standing. A mark of profane evil. But nothing else happens.
He taps the symbol and just vaporizes it and just horrible creatures. Really, it's. He just shakes his head like, is everyone feeling okay?
We're doing the best we can. Father, Mehmet, Sadiq, all of you are coming with me. We need to go restore the crystals.
Yes.
This was too close of a call. Go get your shopping done quickly. Akarsi shouts back.
So everyone knows it's going to rain for the next 3 days?
I don't care, I've lived here long enough where it's rained for months.
Oh, my bad. I thought it just turns the morgues away.
Damn, getting prissy.
He's getting prissy because the guys who's in charge of public safety is, more concerned about public safety than the weather. Interesting statement.
We start going, we look over to Gerald and be like, man, seems like that guy's just been sleeping the past week or so.
I mean, to be fair.
I mean, he's a big guy. Do you think they do that? They gotta go into, rest mode?
I don't know. Perhaps he does need to. Though, I would assume that with the bigger body, he would have more energy.
Yeah. Let's go, guys.
As you
How
leave,
much money do I have on me right now?
you have around 170,000.
Okay.
My 1 gold piece is a little bit small right now.
1 gold piece is significant, so it doesn't matter.
Let's go.
Yeah, you guys are off screen as we cut back to Blaine in the bedroom.
Here I am.
What are you doing?
Well, didn't they fucking shunt me to bed?
Yeah, they shoved you into the bed, but, I mean, you can still talk to them. They're not, they can't force you to go to sleep. They just put you in the bed.
I think I just kind of sit up and I look at the two of them, this is not how I imagined the first meeting between the two of you was supposed to go.
They look at each other. Oh, well, what was supposed to be the first meeting?
Better circumstances. Not you figuring out about 10 minutes ago that I used to be a homicidal maniac that was who died and came back.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit dubious on that front, but anyway.
We went to investigate some stuff, me and some other people. We finished the job, traveled on a boat back to Kalia.
To Illicir.
Not Kalia, what am I talking about? We went back to Tien. On the way there, I got I realized a few things that were not good. I decided to end things. I killed myself.
That doesn't make any
Apparently,
sense. You look the same.
I,
Just like older.
let me finish. In that period where you didn't see me, I used to be a lot more pale. I used to have veins showing all over my body. They were black and green. I My complexion was pallid. I looked sick instead of just white. I yeah, I I I killed myself. I I don't know what happened in between the moment when I killed myself and I reawoke, but Sultana was there and she told me that I had a new chance. And at the time, I didn't know what that meant because she had also taken my memories. I couldn't remember any of the stuff that I had done, like in the period where I was evil, if you will. And it was returned to me quite recently, about a month and a half ago or so. And I'm still trying to cope with all of the stuff that I've done. Because it's mighty awful, a lot of it. To kind of like put my heads between my legs and just kind of take a deep breath. Yeah,
Whatever.
I've
Go ahead.
I wanted you two meeting each other a day before the wedding or on the wedding, and none of this was in mind. But what has happened has happened, and I was getting tired of keeping it a secret anyway.
Anyway, we'll talk about all of that in a minute. She just doesn't know what to say and kind of comes over to the side, pouring a glass of water before coming back to you. I don't know what happened, but whatever sort of trauma you experienced, you're better now, though. Mina opens a book of plans, kind of sets it on the bed before kind of turning to watch conversation.
I don't know. I'll tell you. I've been feeling. I've not been feeling good the last couple of weeks. I'm not gonna lie.
Last couple of weeks have been hard on everyone. It's not just you who's been feeling out of sorts. Everyone's been suffering a bit, some way or another. I don't think, even the tension got through to Ty and his husband. I was a bit shocked to see that display earlier.
Yeah, that's what it is. I haven't been feeling too good. I know we've all been kind of having things not really go our way in one way or another, but also seeing Elise after all this time has kind of messed with my head, I'm not gonna lie. I thought she was dead.
I don't know why you thought she died. Octavia kind of gives you a quizzical look. She left after you did. I didn't know she... I don't know. Nobody knew where she went after she left.
Yeah. I thought maybe she just, I don't know, given up. It both makes me happy and also makes me feel incredibly weird that she's alive, I'm not gonna lie.
She did seem very...
Style.
not just that. Who was she talking about? Her mentor? Mina looks to you as well. That did seem strange. At least what I was briefly able to see.
Right, she said I killed her mentor, right?
Yep.
And who are we? Who are we referring to, Mr. Abernathy?
No, her mentor is Xenarchtes. Don't you remember?
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, you know how we killed Xenarchtes?
Yeah, the evil beholder?
Yeah, she was apparently working with him.
That doesn't seem like her at all. She was always so kind.
I know, but that's probably my fault.
Mina lets out a long, deep exhale as she looks to you and then looks down at her collection of herbs. Do you want to try and get some rest, or what would you like for... Would you like a sleep aid or something?
I'll go to sleep on my own. I think I need a minute to just be by myself, if that's all right.
Well, I mean, I'll head out if you... We'll both leave once you're ready to, if you stayed already. I mean, I'm very privileged that I'm able to finally meet your sister. And I didn't realize she was also married to such a prestigious family as well.
Yeah, neither did I until about a month and a half ago. Yeah, you two can. I imagine you two can probably get out of it. You can get along greatly. I need a moment, like, alone, please.
Of course, Mina nods, and she gently pulls back the curtain for looking back at you. I hope you know that if you do need me, you can contact me at any time. I'd be happy to help and talk it out. He steps beyond the curtain.
Can I, as she's walking out, can I do an insight check on why she's saying it that way?
Sure.
All right, let's see. I got no clue. Oh my god.
Octavia moves to follow before looking at you as well. You promise you're going to try to feel better before Mom and Dad get here? Please.
When are they coming again? Is it tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it my best.
It's not just for them, it's for your brothers. Well, half brothers, I guess. I don't understand exactly what's happening. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude.
No. It's you're not being rude. I'm just like I know that he's the king of all gods and blah blah blah. Like he's my dad or whatever, but I'm still gonna call Dad Dad.
Good, because I think he would be pretty mad if you called him Lauren. Probably kick you.
I'm not sure he can anymore. I'm pretty sure that I've grown taller than him at this point.
I mean, yeah, but he's still pretty strong. He has to lift up those statues he makes for the temple. Every week, she makes a gagging face.
They never really got over the whole statue thing, did they? That is, I still can't wrap my head around that. It's so much. You know what I mean? Like the statues themselves, they're too much. It's like we already have that painted all over the roof inside the cathedral. Why do we need all these busts and statues placed everywhere displaying? Yeah.
Wasn't my idea. Not the one in charge of the church.
True, true. All right.
Yeah. He's really looking forward to seeing you. Of his mom.
Be weird seeing them again. But yeah, I'll try and feel better.
Also, you do look. I still can't believe you were paler before. You're already the palest of us, but you do look like you've got some healthy color right now. Looks like being here has done some good for you in terms of your health after all.
I'm not sure about that. Just like thinks about all of the times that he's been stabbed, slammed into walls, stabbed.
Cast spells on.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I think Kalia was probably better for my like physical health. I'm not like, let's be real. I've been attacked a lot since I arrived here.
Well, at least you didn't have a second head sprout from your shoulders. It's not like that ever happens.
Just like, does Mina hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not gonna say anything, but like Mina does hear it.
Yeah, you should ask Mina about that.
Oh, why? Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. That was pretty funny looking back at it anyway. All right. I'll see you in a bit.
Make sure you actually get some sleep.
Yes, mom. Fucking get out of my room. And I walked her away with a smile.
Yeah, she leaves you with a teasing smile. So you can hear muffled outside of the curtain, just low chatter. Not anything audible, but just quiet sounds of people having small conversation, the voice of Gale, Mina, and your sister. Occasionally, Terran pipes in with his voice that you find immensely annoying, but he is there.
Subtle spell, like just fucking polymorph his vocal cords so he sounds more pleasant to listen to, like actually. But no, as I'm sitting there, I think I'll just start thinking, like, Kalia.
Yes.
Oh, you're
She's
still
not
here.
she's not appearing, she's just he says
Yeah,
yes.
I know. Yeah. Oh, you're still listening.
You called my name.
I honestly thought I would have scared you away since the last time. It's yeah. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel at this moment because like I don't know. It's what tell me, you know things about maybe you're the wrong person to consult for this.
I'm still your sister.
I know, but what do you know about interpersonal relationships between mortals? Like mortal to mortal.
What type of interpersonal relationship?
Someone you used to have a thing with and then they tried to murder you.
Because you did something horrible to them?
I don't have experience with that.
Would?
I am the goddess of love, but your person who you would be looking for with a story like that is in your pocket.
Lucy.
Yes.
Maybe? Thinks about it. Hmm. Do you think he'd respond if I asked him?
I can't really make that sort of prediction. He may... Well, he's going to respond in some sort of way. Not going to try to kill you. Either. But
He did say we're working together now, so I would imagine not.
that does not mean that he's not too busy either. With his beauty sleep or one of his myriad other activities, she says with a dismissive tone, not directed towards you, but towards the concept.
Leah, I don't even want to know how many people you sleep with in a day. If we're talking about frivolity, you're not one to talk. Real talk for a moment. Brother to sister.
Anyway.
She just ignores that.
Well, what is she supposed to
Straight
say?
curve. That, yeah, absolutely skip that one.
What is she supposed to say? Like, she can't respond. You're right, but like, she isn't gonna acknowledge that.
I think we lost Casper.
Yeah, he says he's got plans with his father, so he's got to go.
Oh, I didn't
That's a
even
shame.
notice. Well, I didn't hear him disconnect.
Yeah. But what were you saying?
I mean, I don't know what you're going to get out of it. Well, I mean, in all fairness, everyone's bitter about what happened to Knife Arrow. It was not a great day for us.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you, and then I'm gonna ask Lucifer afterwards. We'll see if I get different responses. I probably will, but giving those factors, how do I apologize properly? I just want us to be amicable, not anything more than that. I just don't want her to look at me and want her to kill me every time she sees me.
I think that's gonna take some time.
I know,
I mean,
but
when
I get that it's going to take time. I know it's not going to be a one-word fix and then done. But how would I go about it in the best way?
show her. I mean, I guess the only way to do it is to show her the truth about Synarchthese, but
I guess she's been brainwashed into thinking that what they did was right.
appear so.
Sorry?
It would appear so, is all she said.
How am I supposed to reverse mind, like, brainwashing? I'm not a god.
Well, you have at least two people who are in the palace who did it themselves. I'd assume they would be the best people to ask.
Yeah, they probably would be, but I'm not sure if the way they went about it would be the best way, since there's also some personal emotional trauma coupled onto that, because I did kind of hurt her terribly, even though I wasn't in control of my actions.
It's an unfortunate thing what happens in that cave. The light of the gods don't penetrate there. It's like a blind hole, a void. I wish we had done more to protect you from it. Should have had it erased something better than what I did.
What's happened has happened. We can only move forward now.
Indeed. I think you'll just have to show her that you can be trusted. I mean, apologizing will come when after she's willing to listen. But if you say it from your heart and you show her that that wasn't you, that the you she knows is still in there, the you that I know you are also, it can really change perspectives.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Thanks. I know we haven't been seeing eye to eye on a lot of things quite recently. Just I'm not feeling great. And I know that's not an excuse, but things have been weird for me recently.
You haven't really hurt me. Well, I accept the apology, but I'm not the one who you need to apologize to. Not that he doesn't need to apologize to you either. That's a different statement.
What were you talking about? Jaima?
Yes, but I'm not here to make any other statements than that or discuss it at length.
Maybe I should just call dear old dad then.
I knew I shouldn't have said anything. About
Too
you.
late. Alright, I appreciate your help. I'm gonna talk to Dad.
Alright.
Okay. And I cut the connection before she can respond. And then I'm gonna be like, Jaima, are you here?
A pervading sense of quiet hits you as you reach out. Initially.
I'm just gonna like, if I don't hear anything, I'm just gonna be like, okay.
Eventually, your mind is surrounded by the
Oh,
scene
no,
of...
I'm not.
Listen, let me
Okay.
describe, please.
I'm listening. Sorry.
Your mind is then thrust into the heat of battle as you enter the eyes staring out into a plane of the abyss. Fires rage around you as a spear in your hand and a sickle in another cleave through the body and the flesh of a demon, a Garistro. Black blood ichor drips down as you are locked in combat with it. Above you, you see the four spread wings of evil, a harpy-esque figure with a long, beautiful tail, curling horns. At her side on a floating dais is a male Leonin, a scar running down his cheek with dark fur, and an evil, soulless pair of eyes. He jumps down, and you see as a form of a man, half lion, rushes up next to you and tries to impale him, but is outran as a snake-like figure comes down and recoils itself around you before you break free with the sheer strength of your muscles. How are you feeling in this moment as you are witnessing this?
Well, since I'm not in control of this body, I feel like I'm watching a movie. Even though I don't know what that is. I just look at what's going on with, like, resignation, almost. And I just say, like, out loud, I'll return at another time.
Do you choose to exit the vision?
Is there anything keeping me there?
Nope.
I imagine I'm watching through the eyes of Jaimar at the moment, right?
Well, yes, that is the case.
Yeah. I just, like, I leave the vision, with just a good luck, Dad. I just leave the vision like that.
You get a I love you back as you leave.
Yeah, I don't really respond to that. Let me get this straight. So it was Shuttle was there. Was fucking Lucian there?
Yep.
Of course he is. Who else was there?
Just random demons. I was describing some random demons.
Alright, cool.
Also, his Jaimar's brother was there, but that you don't know him yet, so that's not really important.
Yo, give me the beats. What's Lucian doing? Is he just watching? Because I imagine he would probably be on the
I told you
line.
what he did. He almost got bodied by Vartan, who came up with his spear, but he jumped out of the way.
Oh, right. I did not understand that was Lucian. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I think as I pull myself back, I sit for a moment, think about the battlefield that I just saw, and I'm gonna send some thoughts towards Night Pharaoh instead.
Okay.
As I just go, hey, Night Pharaoh, are you there?
You know I watch all the time. So the answer is usually yes. Or at least I have someone stationed to watch the orb.
I'm just trying to be polite. How are you? How are you
His
feeling today?
voice shifts a bit as he... What's your angle?
Does there have to be one?
No, but this seems... You've been cordial towards me, but this seems awfully strange small talk with me, the ringleader of your enemies.
You're also my brother.
Perhaps. But none of the other gods, besides Mom, talk to me. Even not Dreyer.
I guess you could say my reasoning is twofold. One of them is I genuinely care, and I just wanted to check up on you, see how you were doing. And I'm not talking about how your little coalition's going, I'm talking about you. And just I wanted to make sure that I had a final confirmation on whether you and Lucy were going to show up for my wedding.
I don't control what Lucifer does with his time. I will be there.
I look forward to seeing you.
There's like
I've made sure thus far, hopefully I get all confirmations, that I am not going to be responsible for any tax on your wedding. Hopefully they listen.
I appreciate you doing that. I hope so too. Even if they don't, I'm not going to hold you I'm not going to hold you against that because I imagine that I'm going to put my faith in you, and I imagine that you probably don't have anything to do with it if it happens.
As much as I admire your willingness to appreciate a different perspective, many of our family don't share the same sort of mess.
I know, but I talked with Jaimar, and I said that no matter who shows for the wedding, if both you and Lucy decide to show, I do not want any family arguments. I want the day to just be what it's supposed to be, a wedding. I don't want 10 million years of interpersonal conflict to be the subject of the day. So I hope that they will keep it polite.
Insofar as I am concerned, for the ceremony, and for most of the reception, excepting the dance, I will not be the cynosure of everyone's eye, the best of my own ability not to be so. But once the dancing begins, I can make no such promises.
You want to dance with me?
Not with you, but... I mean, we can dance some, but I would prefer to dance with my lovers, should I be able to. Lucifer can control his temper long enough.
I imagine that's not going to be an issue. I hope so anyway. I had a talk with Lucifer recently.
I think you underestimate his emotionality. How frequently his feelings of jealousy for Grast gets in the way of his emotion and reasoning.
I suppose that is fair. I am going to hope, in that case, that he can control how he acts.
But for you, what are you waiting for? I suppose my sister doesn't much care either, but you have a beautiful woman in the living room. She is all yours, and yet you have not made scarcely one. Save for the one thing, but I try to avoid seeing familial
Let's not
relations.
talk about that. Let's not talk about that. That was... You can tell that she's had a sheltered upbringing, that's for sure. It's... Well, first off, she wants to wait till marriage, which I respect. That's fair. Secondly, I haven't been feeling good lately.
Yes, but do you not think part of that is your lack of getting the blood pumping, of being involved in the dance of emotions?
Grown-ups, we can say intercourse or sex here. I do believe that is allowed.
Oh, I mean, of course. Sex is not what I'm merely referring to. I'm referring to everything associated with it as well. That which is my rightful domain.
That is true. I think I don't know. I view things differently now after I got my memories back. I feel I don't know how to describe it. I feel isolated from my own body. Does that make sense? It feels like my body and my mind are two separate beings that are not in control of each other. It's like I'm not working in sync with myself.
As somebody who lives and gains power from a foreign object within me, I can understand aspects of it. But on the other hand, I can be in 5 places at one time, with my memory only being restored once I rejoin my corporeal forms. So it is quite difficult for me to completely comprehend. But I am interested in what exactly is holding you up. People seem to believe you've changed. Everyone does. And with your memories back, that should change what the trajectory is. Why do you hesitate?
Are you asking as the leader of the coalition or as a brother concerned for the others' well-being?
You can interpret the fact that I've let this conversation go on for longer than almost any conversation I've had with the other members of your group. I quite admire Torrin Savala's sexual prowess, but I'm certainly not going to hold a lengthy conversation with him. Too droll, too obsessed with moss, too boring. Gilrock Flarehands, easily ruled by his desire, so could be useful, but too much of a druggie to truly give me insight worthwhile. You are a family member, and not only that, you are somebody who, like me, has lived on both sides of the conflict, seen things, knows things. I ask out of concern. I live in my own realm, and I'm not divulging, nor would I expect you to divulge any secrets, but I'm not going to send Pazuzu to give you malaria in the middle of the night if that's what you're concerned about. He says with a bit of offense dripping on his voice.
Before I answer your question, Lefaro, think about what you just said. That's not what I don't fear that you're going to send Pazuzu after me to poison me or whatever. It's not what I would expect of you. I would expect of you that since we're brothers and since we're having a talk, that is all it is. I just wanted to know if, I guess, if you cared in the same way that I do, because I do care about you.
You think I don't care about my siblings, that I do not even care? You can hear his voice taking on a slight growl as he starts going into it. I do not care about Kalia or Zania, or even the bully Hyeno, that I do not think of them. Sorry. He lets out a small breath. Continue.
I understand your reaction, but I think you need to remember that I've known you for maybe a couple of months.
But am I like the others?
Sorry, just while he mutes to deal with whatever he's dealing with.
Sorry, I'm
Luckily,
back.
I was muted so you didn't hear, but when you mentioned, I was slightly zoned out, and the first thing I heard was, I do admire Damp's sexual prowess, and I laughed so hard I started coughing.
Okay. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I just...
Mm-hmm. You just what? Hello? Okay, he gone again.
Mm-hmm.
Awkward moment.
Sorry. Jesus Christ.
No, you're fine. We're gonna wrap up in probably about 10 minutes or so, depending on how long
Yeah.
this goes.
Well, sorry to get back to what I was saying. I've known you for about, a couple of months now. I wanted to figure out, because I haven't really discussed this with you before, if you did care, and I'm glad that you do. It wasn't meant as offense, it was more curiosity, because we've not had this type of conversation before.
I watch sometimes because I have to, considering what my and the concordant I have so successfully manipulated into order. I watch how they try to hurt you to get back at me. It makes me livid. Seeing somebody trying to hurt my kin. Just know if they ever do something, I will be sure to punish them when I ascend. So I do care. The only one I don't care for is Father.
Mm. I understand that. That makes sense. Okay, well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm tired as well, but to answer your question, why I've been feeling weird, I think I'm afraid of turning back into that soulless husk of myself that I used to be.
Let's say you did switch sides. Just hypothetically. What makes you certain you would turn back into that person? You don't have to work with her again. You don't need to let her rule your body. In fact, if you wish, you could activate your godly powers and be untouchable to her. You're never going to be soulless again. You're too strong.
I don't think that I can do that. I don't think that I'm able to just burn her influence out of me, because if Sultana couldn't take it away, how am I supposed to?
Mother is very good at what she does. Mother is a healer. She is capable. But Mother is also blind to that which she does not understand. The Oberonth are not of our world, and thusly she cannot understand them. But I, the crystal inside me, understand far more than you think. The crystal does not control my actions, although it can be a bit difficult to work with sometimes. You can cut it out. Trust me.
Not sure how I would do that, though.
I will not give you a way to get an advantage over me, but I suggest you look at your origins, look at the past, and see, perhaps, what will allow you to activate your energy. Because once you tap into that aura, you could rule over everything. You could rule with me, brother and brother, two new stars in the night sky.
Hi, Farah. As nice as that sounds, I'd be afraid of
the other company you keep?
Most of them are harmless. They're not smart enough to overthrow me. They think they're all that. A bunch of bull-evading idiots, most of them. They can scarcely get anything done, and until I started leading them, that's the one thing I can thank Father for is the royal blood in my veins, the natural leadership ability. But on their own, they don't accomplish much. You see how Orcus wallows in his idiocy, constantly foiled by even the most meager of heroes. It's embarrassing, to be honest. No wonder no one likes him.
Suppose not. Alright. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to just have a chat. I am gonna get some sleep.
She wants you, you know. Just so you're aware. I know that
Ooh.
you may be thinking that you can't go that direction, but I think maybe things may be more amenable than you think. But
Wait, sorry, what? Who wants me?
I can't give you every lead now, can I?
That what I'm okay. I didn't hear if you said he or she. That's what
No,
I'm all
she.
about. Cool.
I can't give you every lead now, can I?
Oh, that's true.
A watering hole may attract antelopes, but you can't make them drink. They have to figure out what it is on their own. Not to say that you're like them. You're much smarter, but that just means I'm not gonna give you any more free hints. Consider them a wedding gift. I do care about you. Don't ever question that again. The connection is terminated.
Just say like out loud. Thanks.
And I lie down and sleep.
Okay, do you try to contact Lucifer or just nah, you ain't gonna do it tonight?
Well, I thought you said we had to end in like 10 minutes.
Oh, I mean, I was planning on it.
Yeah, I'll contact Lucifer if you feel like you have the time and energy for it.
Why don't we do it? We'll do it next session, I think. That would be better. I just wanted to check and make sure if you were sure about that before I...
Yeah, and I'll talk to him next session in that case, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, my lovely players, and thank you, the lovely viewers, for coming and watching this unexpected stream today. We'll be back on normal schedule starting on the 4th of January and then the 11th. We'll have to see what the rest of the month holds. I will be in Sydney on holiday / doing some work stuff later in the month, so there might be some weeks where we are off. But again, thank you to Chris, who plays Blaine, to Jai, who plays Damp Moss / Torrent Savala. In addition, thank you Casper / Gilrock. He had to dip out a little early today, but that's all good. And Joshua will be back with us next week. Hopefully we're going to get some new returning faces coming up in the next couple months. So things are going to get quite interesting. Demons be scheming, as per usual in Nightmares Incarnate. You know, it's in the name, a conspiracy of demons. And they do be conspiring. Like they always are.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you to all the artists who make Nightmares Incarnate, a Conspiracy of Demons possible, including Caribou, Ivan Dudar, Garyoth, as well as Principles 1212. Please check them out on Fiverr if you want D&D art commissioned. And we will be seeing you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.